What is up, guys? I'm Review, and today I was actually probably not gonna upload today, but then I was just going through the Bleacher Report and I went past this article where it said Paul George to Golden State Warriors, and it was like I didn't take it seriously. I thought it was gonna be like clickbait title, but I actually clicked on it and it was serious. So I was like, you know what? I have to make a video on this. I at least before this gets big, I have to make a video on this, I have to jump on it. So, thank you, Bleacher Report, for giving me a video. I probably wasn't going to upload today, and this is going to be my 4th video in a row. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Reason number 1 isn't really a reason for me, but it's mostly just like comparing both the teams from like last year. So last year the Pacers ended 42-40, just above 500. They finished 7th in the Eastern Conference. Paul George averaged 6.6 rebounds per game, 3.3 assists per game, 1.6 steals per game, and 23.7 points per game. So he pretty much single-handedly carried that team to the playoffs and almost won a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm pretty sure, it was against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they actually did almost win 2 games because they lost the first one by like 1 game, and they lost the last one by like 2, 3, or 4, or 5 points. I don't really remember. And the reason I say carried is because, okay, so their starting 5 on the Pacers is Paul George, Jeff Teague, who's an alright point guard, but like he's nothing like you can build a franchise around, or even like I would call him like a very mediocre role player. And then you have a really young Miles Turner. I think it was like his first time being in the playoffs, and you're really young, so you don't really know what his potential is going to be. A 28-year-old Thaddeus Young, another role player, and Monte Ellis, who used to be good, but he is 31 years old. He's pretty much beginning to get washed up and not as good as he used to be, as he was with the Spurs. But now you have the Golden State Warriors, who ended at 67-15 and had 4 All-Stars on their team. So pretty much, their starting 5 was Klay Thompson, who averaged 22.3 points per game, Stephen Curry, who averaged 25.3 points per game, Kevin Durant, 25.1, Draymond Green, 10.2, but he brought the defense and it actually ended up winning Defensive Player of the Year, and obviously the 2017 NBA champs in a 4-1 series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, you might be like, well, I mean, first of all, this is probably impossible, but don't worry. I know this this deal would be financially impossible with the team that they have in place as of right now, because Stephen Curry just signed a enormous $201,158,790 contract. Kevin Durant took a huge pay cut, only having $25 million in as his. I mean, I say only, but that's actually a huge pay cut to what he could have got. He could have got a Supermax too, and then you have Klay Thompson, who has $36,814,875 for his contract. Draymond Green, $52,408,695. And then you might be wondering why I'm adding Iguodala to this. To get this, I'll get into it right away. They're $48 million contract. So the reason I added Iggy is because obviously it's financially impossible, but I think Paul George is better than Klay Thompson and Iggy combined, because he can shoot. They don't really need shooters. They need a taller guy that's a beast. That's what Paul George is. So really get rid of Klay Thompson's massive contract and Iggy's massive contract, and he's just a bench player. He's a great bench player. He'd start on any other team, obviously, but take his huge contract out and Klay Thompson and get like salary dumps for Paul and sign Paul George. That's a great deal, in my opinion, because think about it. They don't need a shooter. They have 7-foot Kevin Durant who can shoot. Draymond Green can shoot, and Steph Curry can shoot, and some of their bench players can shoot. And then Paul George can still shoot lights out too, but he's also tall. So you have Kevin Durant and Paul George down there, and really no one can go big ball on you. Like that's like their only weakness right now. So yeah, and they have enough bench players to fill in Klay Thompson. Maybe not as good as Klay Thompson, but they can fill him, and Steph Curry will make anyone as good as him. So, I think it's extremely worth it to get rid of those 2 enormous contracts just for Paul George. Depending if Paul George wants a Supermax or not, that really determines the whole thing. It depends if he wants a ring or not. Now, my third thing about this is just like, what if this possibly happens? Do I think it will happen personally? No, I really don't. But if this happens, they will be putting 4 future Hall of Famers on one team. They arguably already have that, but I really don't think Klay Thompson will not make the Hall of Fame. And 4 All-Stars on team. That's what they have right now, but they have 4 Hall of Famers on one team. That is unbelievable. And they will be getting taller, which is much needed for them. They don't need more shooter. They need more height, as Zaza Pachulia and JaVale McGee are the two best big men, and that's just not going to cut it. I mean, it's cutting it right now, but like teams, I don't even want to sound biased, but teams like the Pelicans with DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis, that's just not going to work out for you because they're going to bully you in the paint. Y'all are still probably going to win because their guard play isn't strong, but I mean, still, you just need more big guys. So if you have 7-foot Kevin Durant and 6-foot something Paul George down there that can shoot, you have to worry about them all. I don't think teams like that would be able to guard you because then you have DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis having to guard you on the perimeter, and I don't think either one of them could really keep up with either one of them two on the perimeter. And also, then you also have to worry about Stephen Curry, and it's just a big mess, a huge mess. And Draymond Green, don't forget about him. Yeah, and they're putting 3 possible MVP candidates on one team. Like, they have a chance for all 3 of these people to be candidates. Stephen Curry, Paul George, and Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant could easily win MVP as he won Finals MVP. I think Steph Curry could win MVP as he's already won it twice, unanimously once. And then Paul George, I mean, he still has tons of potential to win MVP. Could you imagine all 3, like 3 of the candidates are all from the Golden State Warriors? That would be crazy. Now, do I actually want this trade to happen? No, I do not want to see the Golden State Warriors get any better. Do I think it's possible? Yes. Do I think it will happen? No. So, unfortunately, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. And if you like this video at any point, hit the like button. It would mean a lot to me. And also, if you really want to help me out and you really want to make me feel good, hit the subscribe button if you want more videos like this daily. It's my 4th upload in a row. I try to upload daily. It might not happen all the time. And also, comment below what kind of videos or what kind of topics on basketball or NFL or any sport in general, besides like hockey and all that, like the 3 main sports in general. And just tell me what you want. So guys, that's it. Remember, kids, always eat your drugs, never do your vegetables, wear your seatbelt, stay safe, goodbye.